This is Holly Schlichting with Lab 3. Alright, so up here we have, okay, let's press start. Okay, so we moved our A value from R4, which is, 5, into R5 here. And then this R6, it went through this once and it got the first value, which is 240. Okay, so this is because we are taking the factorial of 5, which is 120, and then multiplying it by 2, which is how we get 240. And then we're gonna, keep doing this and adding them all up. So, okay, so starting here, okay, so we check, see if it's a negative number. If it is, we convert it, all that good stuff. So then here we move R5 into R6, and that's going to be R5 is like our total counter to see how many times we add the summation up. And so here is when we go into our factorial thing. So we can look at that down here. All right, so we push R5 to be able to modify the contents of R5 in here, and then we pop it out and we return the previous value. And so we move R5 into R6, and so we decrement R5. So right now we should have the number 5 in there, and then R5 goes down to 4, and then we see, like, if it's 0, then we go and we end the program. And here we test R6, and we say, like, if it's 0, then we have to do something differently because the factorial of 0 is 1. And if it's not, then we call this multiply function. We can see this in action. Oh, that's a lot. All right. And then here we add we double it, right? So right here it should be 120, and then we move into this line, and it'll double it into 240. We can show that. Okay, so yeah, so it's 120 right now. We got the factorial, that's 5 factorial, and we step into this, and it doubles it into R6, and now we want to save R6 back into R8, because R8 is going to hold our total summation. So right now we're moving R5, whatever it was, R5 is down to 0 now because we looped through it a number of times, so we want to bring R5 back up to 5. So let's go here. Alright, perfect. And then, so now we continue again. So now we put this R6 and we hold it in R8, which is going to be our total value. So let's move that in there. Alright, perfect. And now we decrement R5 because we're done with our loop once. And so we do it all again. The factorial, we find the factorial of 4, which is going to be 48. Okay, R5 decrements, and yeah, so it's 24 right here, which is the 4 factorial, and then we want to double it, and so that's going to go to 48. And then now we're going to want to add it into this total summation value in R8. Right here. And perfect, it goes to 288. And so we can see this, keep going. And alright, so what happens if I just press continue? Okay, so what happened here? So no, I need to stop this somewhere else. Okay, let's go through this again. Okay, so here our 6 is, for at 3, the factorial of 3 is going to be 12, and now we're going to double that, add it back in. Yep. Alright, so now it's 300, and now the factorial of 2 is going to be 4. And let me take this one out now. Yep, okay, so now we're at 304, and so now the factorial of 1 times 2 is going to be 2, and we're going to add that into there, and perfect. Okay, so now our 6 is 2, and now we're going to do the same thing because this is 0 one more time, and that's going to add us to give us another 2 to bring us to a total of 308. Yep, perfect.